your possibility. In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Before I even lift my head, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. This is how I start the day. Knowing good is on the way. I am claiming perfect health, love and laughter, friends and wealth. In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Before I even lift my head, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. With conviction undeterred and power of the spoken word, take my life and redefine, break the shackles of my mind. In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Before I even lift my head, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah. I lift my thoughts to higher ground, knowing miracles are all around. Each day unfolds just as it should when I'm focusing on the good. Life is filled with opportunity. I wonder what good is coming to me. Yeah, I claim a blessing. I claim it. I claim a blessing. I claim it. Yeah, yeah. I claim a blessing. I claim it. I claim a blessing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bring it to me. Give it to me. Now bring it on me. I claim a blessing. Yeah, yeah. Woo. I claim a blessing. Bring it on, yeah.
There is a space in my heart where I find the truth. I find me in you, a truth beyond what you may see now. But when we are one, we bring more good about. No matter who or what you call yourself or where you come from, yeah. There is a place in this world with open arms right now. Welcome to love, welcome to peace, welcome to our community. could ever be apart. No matter who or what you call yourself or where you come from, yeah, there is a place in this world with open arms right now. Welcome to love, welcome to peace, welcome to our community. Be who you are, let your light shine. We're so much more when we unite. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. Breathe in and out. Slowly feel all that's around you. All that you feel, all that you know. Let it go. Welcome to love. Welcome to peace. Welcome to our community. Be who you are. Let your light shine. We're so much more when we unite. Yeah, when we unite. Oh, we unite. Yeah, yeah. When we unite. Yeah, yeah, You are welcome here. Love is welcome here. Peace is welcome here. You are welcome here.
Good morning, Unity of Wichita. I am Patty Yu, and I will be your platform leader today. On sound, we have Ricky. On video, we have Jessica. Sharing today's meditations and affirmations, we have Judith Huffman. And sharing today's message, we have Reverend Samantha Jones. Let's give them all a hand. Our greatest desire is that you're inspired by the music, the message, the meditation. You are a blessing to us. Every month, we celebrate one of the 12 powers that our co-founder, Charles Fillmore, identified and discerned to be within each one of us. The power of this month is the power of wisdom. And wisdom is the power to judge, to evaluate, to appraise, to apply what is known, and to be wise. So with that power of wisdom, let's say our mission statement together. Inspiring spiritual transformation as a vibrant, diverse, and inclusive community. And with that same power of wisdom, let's say our statement of being together. There is only one presence and one power in my life and in the universe, God the good, omnipotent. Now is the time to celebrate birthdays. So if this is your birthday month, if you're in the sanctuary, go ahead and stand up. If you're at home online, put in the chat box that it's your birthday, and let's give the birthday people wonderful a blessing. We bless you. We celebrate you. We are better because you are here. Happy birthday. Let's give them a hand. Woo, yeah. Oh, we are so glad you are here. Please turn off your cell phones if you're in the sanctuary. And if you're at home online and you're new, go ahead and put in the chat box that you're new. If you're here in the sanctuary, you're new. Reach now to the back of the seat in front of you. There's a packet with a gift inside. Fill out the form on the front and place it into the offering plate in the back of the sanctuary as you leave. Your presence is your gift to us. We are so grateful that you are here today. Unity is a worldwide ministry dedicated to the ongoing awareness of the Spirit within all. We invite you to consider our teachings. Wherever you may be on your spiritual journey, keep what works for you and gently release the rest. We will now bless everyone who is connected here today. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we behold the Christ as you, just as you are. Amen. Let's now all stand for congregational singing.
These are the hands, this is the voice, to celebrate the goodness of God. I lift up my hands, I lift up my voice, to celebrate the goodness of God. So as we wait, our hearts wide open, fill us, we pray, that we may walk in the fullness, the wonder of your grace. These are the hands, this is the voice, to celebrate the goodness of God. I lift up my hands, I lift up my voice, to celebrate the goodness of God. We hear your voice in our silence, a whisper sweet and clear. And it is then that we discover your presence ever near. Ours are the hands, ours is the voice, to celebrate the goodness of God. Celebrate. We lift up our hands, we lift up our voice, to celebrate the goodness of God. To celebrate the goodness of God. To celebrate the goodness of God.
Good morning. How's everybody doing? Awesome. Guess what? It's not as windy today. It's a wonderful day. It's a beautiful day. It's the goodness of God, right? Right here. No wind. We don't hear it coming through the walls. It's a beautiful day. So this morning I'd like to invite the young people here to stand. And I want you guys to kind of be a placeholder, okay? So those of you who aren't young people here today, maybe you are in your heart, I'm going to ask you to just bring into your mind's eye the young people in your life that inspire you. Maybe it's your younger self even, right? And just imagine them as these beautiful young people. As we bless them together, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ as you, just as you are. Thank you. Have a great time this morning. Now you get to leave. See? It's hard being a middle schooler. So this morning, as we prepare for our time in prayer, I would like to invite you to hold the consciousness of prayer for those people around the world who have been facing the many challenges of natural disaster, fire, storms, and of course, those experiencing violence anywhere in the world. And as we hold them in this consciousness, I invite you to bring into your awareness a brilliance of wisdom, faith, and love. So I invite you now to close your eyes, take a deep breath, allowing the time, the space, and the opportunity for the inner wisdom, the inner faith, and the inner love to become conscious in this prayerful space. For it is in these faculties of spirit that we are deepening our awareness of the very presence of God, the very presence of being in this space, within our hearts, within our community. And so we draw into this prayerful consciousness a sense of wholeness and healing. For those who we hold dear in this community, Craig and Nancy. For those who are experiencing health challenges in our families, in our neighborhoods. We see and affirm the brilliant light of wholeness and health upon each of them. In this moment, we hold the same consciousness of love, wisdom, faith, and peace for all of those in our mind's eye as we imagine those around the world that we hold in prayer for just a moment in the silence. We gently inhale, coming into this space and experience of gratitude, knowing that the very presence of God is here. It is present within our hearts, within our community, and beyond. We are grateful. And in the name, the nature of the living Christ within, we say together, and so it is. Amen.
Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to the present moment, here to a new beginning here, and I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. 'Cause here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul.
Good morning. My name is Judith Huffman, and I will be leading us in our affirmations and meditation this morning. So as we prepare for the repetition of our affirmations, I would invite you to take a deep, relaxing breath releasing it very slowly. And then one more as you go deeper and deeper into your soul. So as we repeat each of these affirmations twice, pausing briefly after each repetition as you take a deep breath. And so, sorry, I've not used this before. So let's repeat together the first one. The grace of God surrounds me. The grace of God surrounds me. And another deep breath. I express God's grace through acts of kindness. I express God's grace through acts of kindness. And another deep breath, releasing it slowly. I am blessed daily by the loving kindness of others. I am blessed daily by the loving kindness of others. So as we enter this sacred moment of meditation, relax your gaze or close your eyes, and breathing slowly and deeply, relax into your seat. Let go of any tension in your body, starting at your shoulders and down through your trunk and arms, and out through your legs and feet. Letting go of any stress or tension. And allow a sense of peace to fill your whole being as you center into the inner sanctuary of your heart. God is everywhere present, we affirm. And in this moment, His grace is surrounding you. There is not a moment when you are separated from God's grace, when you almost have an accident of some kind but didn't. God's grace. When did you open your mouth to pronounce a judgment but quickly stopped before the words came out? God's grace. Or when did you think you had lost an item, but an aha thought, and you remembered where you placed it? God's grace. So take a moment now in the silence to remember those moments of grace and give thanks. God's grace surrounds me. I am blessed daily by the loving kindness of others. When have you been given? When have you been forgiven when your acts caused harm and hurt? And when did you forget to keep a promise and were told, it's okay, we will do it another time? Or when did your words cause a frown rather than a smile or a thank you? The loving kindness of a friend who forgives you. So in the silence now, remember those moments when you were less than your best when interacting with another person. And forgive yourself and give thanks for love, kindness, and the acceptance of others. God's grace. I express God's grace through acts of kindness toward others. So when have you remembered to forgive another's quirks or mistakes? God's grace. And when have you accepted an apology lovingly? God's grace. And when have you shown understanding to another's forgetfulness? God's grace. So in the silence, remember how you have shared grace with others and give thanks. Be willing to show grace often as God's grace is freely given to you. Take a deep breath. You are surrounded by the grace of God. You are blessed, and you are a blessing to others. And so it is. So gently awaken yourself to this present moment and this present time. And remember that you are surrounded by God's grace, not only as you receive it from others and from God, but you extend it to others. God's grace.
You will do amazing things with the choice each new day brings. And with every step you take, bless the progress that you make. The reason you live is there in every gift you give. Love your life, love your dreams. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing. Amazing, you will do amazing things. All the places you will go and the people you will know. Don't worry when or where or how. You don't need to know that now. You're on the right track. No need to look ahead or back. Just enjoy what this day brings. You will do amazing things. when you're out there having fun. So close your eyes and take a breath and smile. Amazing, you will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things.
Oh. Well, thank you. What'd you think about that skydiver? Did it make you be really present in the here and now? Or did it make you think to yourself, if I was that skydiver, I would not be present here and now. I would be freaking out. Too scared, too scared. Well, I have to tell you that that is one of my all-time favorite songs. And I have to really pay attention to when I put that song in the lineup, because if I had my way, it would be nearly every week. Okay, I'm just telling you. So I really have to hold off and make sure that the reason that I'm putting that song in the lineup is because it belongs. And how many of you know the theme for April at Unity of Wichita? Judith knows. Anybody else? Okay, the pressure's on. It's grace. I'm going to give you some grace, right? And the reason why it's grace is because after Easter, we've had all these new things come up, right? We've let go of the things that no longer serve us, and here we are in this new expression. What happens after you've let everything go and you've come into a new self? What happens? I'm listening. Growth, rebirth. What else? Challenge. My friend said growth. Grr, ow. That's how it's spelled, right? G-R-O-W, grr, ow. And so when we have this rebirth, when we have this renewal, there's all that stuff behind us that we let go of, right? But somehow it keeps coming up. Somehow we stumble across something that brings something up. And we have the choice. We can choose to get angry with ourselves, to get frustrated. We can choose to just give up on this new adventure that we've created for ourselves. Or we can choose to have a little grace. That's right. So this morning, since wisdom is the power of April, we are also celebrating that on this first Sunday in the April month. So for those of you who may not know, Charles Fillmore, the co-founder of the Unity movement, identified these 12 powers. Now, I know you might be thinking of Harry Potter, but that's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about are these faculties of spirit, these faculties of being. So far, in the year 2024, we've observed, anybody remember? Faith, love, strength, and now we're to wisdom. So these are not so much powers as abilities, is what Reverend Dr. Paul Hasselbeck refers to them as. And they're not something that we have to try to conjure, they're there. My favorite analogy of how the powers, faculties, or abilities, whichever word feels most comfortable to you, are functioning in our lives is from the power of life. Is that what it is? I can't see the book title in my mind anymore, but it's Reverend Dr. Paul Hasselbeck's book, Power, the 12 Powers, we'll say that. Sorry, Paul, love you. But he talks about how the idea is like a table, that wisdom is an idea. So if we have a table, it's the idea of a table, right? If Judith makes a table, it's going to look different than if Patty does, or if Joe does, or if Mark does. It's going to depend on how they perceive table, how they want to see it exist in their lives. You know, I think about this, and I think about the 1950s Formica tables that kind of glittered and had the silver chrome around the edges. Oh my gosh, those are the coolest tables. But I really also love a big, sturdy, solid oak table, right? Is one of them any less a table? No, they're both tables. But they've been built and experienced by different people, or even by you, but you have a preference. You experience it differently. So as we go into wisdom, I love this definition of wisdom that Reverend Hausman has. And she says, let me see if this works. It didn't. The power of wisdom is the blend of knowledge from the head and the heart, spiritual discernment, and divine knowing. Spiritual discernment and divine knowing. So there's several words for wisdom that Patty shared at the top of this service this morning. Some of those are to evaluate, right? To assess, to discern, to appraise. And one of them is judgment, to make a judgment. Now, I don't know about y'all, but for me, judgment is kind of a harsh word. It feels less comfortable to me than discernment. But I think it's important to sit with that. Who else feels that way? You hear the word judgment and you kind of go, I don't like that. So let's sit here for a minute. When we experienced underdeveloped judgment, we experience indecisiveness. How many of you have been asked where you want to go for dinner? And you say, I don't know, where do you want to go? What do you want to eat? Well, what sounds good to you? Well, for me, it was my birthday last week. Thank you. And I had this pressure for a whole week that said, after the game on Saturday, we're taking you to lunch. Where do you want to go? I'm not kidding y'all. A whole week, I asked my husband, what do you want to do for dinner on Saturday? Where do you think we should go? And every time, I don't know, it's your birthday. What do you want? Well, I know what I want, but that's not going to happen. So we have to sit there and think about, what is the judgment call that you're making? That's underdeveloped judgment. Yes, I have underdeveloped wisdom in choosing a restaurant. But then we have this overdeveloped. I had a friend who had a painting company called Persnickety Painting. That's what you want in a painter. That's not what you want in a partner. When we have overdeveloped wisdom or judgment, we experience isms, right? We experience racism, sexism, ageism, ableism. We experience the function of being at River Festival and sitting and people watching, right? I see some heads shaking like, yeah, I'm guilty of that. These times when we decide to put our judgments, our ideas of what should be, and put them upon others. So this is overdeveloped. And all of this is wisdom. Think about that. That's why it's important to explore how wisdom functions in our lives. And then we have to pause and say, wait a minute, that's not wisdom functioning, that's me. We are the ones who are building the table. We are the ones who are utilizing the wisdom. It is through our lens of the world that wisdom is happening. Got it? You with me? Okay. So this is why I think it's really important to marry wisdom with grace. And here we are. What is grace? Judith had a beautiful example, by the grace of God. People say that a lot, don't they? If there's been a car wreck and there's been 3 people that didn't make it through the car wreck, but 2 did, they say, by the grace of God. And the cynic in me says, well, why didn't the grace of God save all of them? Right? I've had that question come many times over the years in talking about grace and knowing grace for myself and for others. And so in reflecting upon this, I thought, grace is not this destiny that's happening. Grace is the goodwill of God in our lives. It's the goodness. Grace is the affirmation, the knowing that this is part of our journey in our development with God. We find grace, that the love of God that supports our continued development. And this is the grace that was made manifest through Jesus, right? We saw it happen in this story of Jesus. That there is this experience that happened, and it is the grace that allows Jesus to come into the knowing and consciousness to be resurrected, right? So here we are, coming full circle back to Easter, and this is why we're talking about grace, remember? So we have this sense of consciousness. If I am living in an ism, if I am functioning in racism, sexism, ableism, that is my level of consciousness, right? If I am functioning in a space where I am seeing the good and connecting to the good, a higher level of consciousness, grace is still there, right? Much like God, grace doesn't change. We do. Much like God, grace can't discriminate. Grace, there's nothing that you can do. There's nothing that you can do that can make grace not be there. Right? You with me? So when we start exploring how we can use judgment and grace together in our lives. We can allow ourselves to see that grace, this is Charles Fillmore, grace is the goodwill and the disposition to show mercy. So we are again utilizing the table in wisdom. We are utilizing the presence of grace in our lives by showing mercy, by forgiving, by giving another opportunity, not only to the people outside of ourselves, but to our inner experience. And so when we think about this growth, growth is uncomfortable because we've never been there before. How many of you do something new and you think, man, this is hard. This is really hard. We've never been here before. We don't have a point of reference. We don't have a safe experience in our backpack of memories. So we have to allow that grace and say, I've never been here before. I've never been this version of myself. So I give myself a little grace to get through it. And I love that giving ourselves grace means unapologetically being kind to ourselves and one another, especially when we don't feel like we deserve it. Remember that judgment? Yeah. Because that wisdom, when it's overdeveloped within ourselves, turns into an ism upon ourselves, right? I'm not worth it. I don't deserve that. Whether you're conscious of these thoughts or there's something that just functions in the background, we want to be able to allow ourselves to be in grace and give it a little too. So this is the theme and the challenge for April. That perhaps your experience of grace is the realization of the truth taught by our way shower, Jesus. Now, when Jesus taught and demonstrated his good works, it has established a higher consciousness in our experience. And not only in humanity, but in all of the earth. So this month, as we focus on grace, I invite you to explore the ways in which you're not only receiving grace, but how you're extending it. Where do you see grace made manifest in your life, and especially in your consciousness? Do you see it in your actions? Do you see it in the actions of others? Because as we become aware of it within ourselves and one another, we begin to associate grace with opportunities to be grateful, to celebrate the life that we live. However it happens within your life, notice how your life changes as you identify grace. Notice that as you realize grace is present, explore how you might be able to be that expression for another. Are you excited? Maybe. I'm excited because our newest board member, Wendy Prater, has elected to share in a reflection, a celebration, a focus on faith. I think I called it a spiritual deep dive. I think we, kind of brainstormed focus on faith too. But on the fourth Sunday, we're going to be taking these themes and diving deeper for a discussion following service, and I'm really excited. So, wisdom and grace. Are you ready? Oh, there they are. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see how it unfolds. And so it is.
Thank you, Reverend Samantha Jones. We are certainly blessed here at Unity of Wichita by the music, the message, the meditation, and by love. So if you are blessed by this building, inspired by the message, motivated by the music, and want to step into your own flow of financial abundance, please consider giving a tithe or an offering this morning. If you're here in the sanctuary, as you leave, there's an offering plate in the back. If you're at home online, go now to the donations page, our PayPal account, our physical address. Also, you can just hold your cell phone up to the QR code if you're in the sanctuary, and that will take you directly to the donations page. Whatever amount you are guided to give, just hold it over your heart. Visualize your secure electronic tithe, and let's say our offering blessing together. Divine love flowing from me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, all that I receive, and I am grateful. Amen.
Through me, stream of good, how the sweet waters roll. It is rushing, it is pouring, it is flowing. It is God, it is good. I am floating, moving with the water. My source, my supply, my stream of good flows through me. Stream of good, how the sweet waters roll. Stream of good flows through me. Stream of good, how the sweet waters roll. It is rushing, it is pouring, it is flowing. It is God, it is good. I am floating, moving with the water. My source, my supply, my stream of good.
We are in a stream of good, and I am so excited about sharing in that experience in our prosperity class starting April 16th, the day after tax day. Get excited. And so this morning, let's be in that flow of generosity, the stream of good, the stream of wholeness, enough, and the knowing that God is our source and supply. We gather together as one voice as we bless, we celebrate, and we receive the tithes and offerings coming forward as they support the mission of inspiring spiritual transformation in this spiritual community and beyond. We are so very grateful, and together we say, and so it is. Amen. Good morning, Mr. Donner.
Good morning. Okay, a monthly drum circle is the second Friday of the month, which is this Friday at 6:30 p.m. The YFM team meeting is Thursday. Actually, that's Thursday, April 11th.
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Does it not say April 11th?
No,
Oh,
but I count back from 14 and I
my
get to
stream
11.
of good.
There you go. All right, the final fundraiser for Maya is next Sunday, Taco Bar, Taco, there you go. Taco Bar Love Offering accepted. Suggested amount is $15. As Sam mentioned, she's beginning a book study, prosperity class, based on the book by Tosha Silver entitled It's Not Your Money, and that starts on Tuesday the 16th. This group will allow participants to explore their relationship with money and even gain insight into the function of their money relationship in their lives. It's an 8-week course being held on Tuesdays at 6:30 p.m. Only in person, correct?
As of right now, yes.
Okay.
I've not had any requests to do online, so we're just
Okay. All right, suggested love offering is $5 per class, and there is a sign-up sheet in Fellowship Hall. So if you're planning on attending the class, please sign up so pertinent information can be emailed to you prior to. And then, and Sam just referenced the fourth Sunday spiritual deep dive that's going to be facilitated by Wendy Prater, which is a group gathering to discuss and share experience through the month's theme and spiritual power.
That's right. Thank you, Wayne.
You're welcome.
Let's give Wayne a hand. He's so faithful in giving us these announcements. And as the president of the board, you know, you guys, he does so much for us. Thank you so much, Wayne. He does. So at this time, I'd like to invite you to stand as we share in our prayer of protection, followed by the peace song. Don't forget there's a potluck. All are welcome to stay and share in the joys of food and conversation. And so let us say together, the light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. The presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.